Ohtani with a base hit to right field. Hayward comes home to score. A showstopper and game ender.
The Los Angeles Dodgers are a team that was highly criticized by so many people for what they did this offseason. And even though it was a bit much, and really, the MLB does have to do something about it, they did nothing wrong. And you can't really get mad at an owner that is willing to spend money to build a championship roster and not get mad at the cheap ones that keep their money in their pockets and watch superstars walk out the door. Anyways, the Dodgers started off the 2024 season slow, but they are now really starting to heat up. Shohei Ohtani just hit his first walk-off as a Dodger, and there is just so much to talk about with this team right now. But before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 30k subscribers, and with your support, I believe we can get there super fast. Alright, so let's start off talking about Shohei Ohtani and his walk-off. This guy is really completely transforming what baseball is globally, and the game needed him, because it's almost a proven fact at this point that the sport is starting to lose some traction, and I think Shohei has brought so many people to the game. And as crazy as his contract was, and as crazy as this sounds, the Dodgers really had nothing to lose paying him that money, because between parking, ticket sales, TV views, ballpark food sales, and just overall attention to the team, he brings them so much traction that they will make their money back, especially if they go on deep postseason runs. And he literally had a bobblehead day a few games ago, and people were selling them for upwards of $1,000 on eBay. Just absurd. And for the walk-off, Shohei went up to the plate in the bottom of the 10th against the Cincinnati Reds with 2 outs, runners on first and second, and he put together an absolute battle against Alexis Diaz, fouling off all the junk pitches, and he was eventually able to get his hands around on one and drive it down near the right field line. Shohei is batting .353 so far into the season and has proven he is one of the best hitters this league has ever seen and will continue to be for a while. And next season he will of course be able to pitch again. I know it's early, I definitely don't want to jinx anything, but I think this guy could go down as one of, if not the best to ever do it. But he still has a lot to get done and a lot of World Series to win. I know the Dodgers have the rep of being playoff chokers, and manager Dave Roberts has faced a lot of criticism for not having the team ready to perform when it matters most, but honestly, baseball isn't really the sport where you can label teams like that, because they change year to year. There's always at least 5 or 6 new players on the roster, and really, it's a hot and cold sport. If the bats aren't hot in October and you run into a pitcher that is, it's tough to manufacture a win no matter how much talent is on your team. But the Dodgers definitely really have no excuse this year. They basically bought an all-star team, have a really good pitching rotation, and the front office will probably retune up the team once again at the trade deadline. Anyways, the Dodgers have now won 20 of their last 26 games and have moved up to the number 2 spot in the official power rankings. It was only a matter of time that this team would get hot with the roster they have, and they're not even completely healthy yet. Now I want to talk about some of the individual players on this team and what they have done so far through about 50 games. So starting with Mookie Betts, he's a guy that many were expecting to put up numbers now that he is healthy, and that's exactly what he has done. He's one of the best hitters in the league with a .337 average, and he also has 8 home runs, and he's taken over a new role in unfamiliar territory, playing shortstop for the most part instead of outfield. And he struggled at times, but ultimately, he's one of the best players this game has to offer, so he's gonna and is starting to make it work. Behind Shohei, Freddie Freeman is also another MVP caliber type of player that takes a lot of pressure off the first two because he can consistently get super clutch hits and produce offense when they aren't, which is basically never. I remember going to a spring training game a few months ago out in Arizona and seeing the Big Three in action for the first time live, and it was a sight to behold. I almost started laughing at how dominant it looked. Betts would get a leadoff hit, Shohei wouldn't see any pitches and would walk, then Freeman would hit a 3-run home run. And I think LA scored around 15 runs in that game. But yeah, so far this season, Freeman is batting .294 with 25 RBIs, and when he gets hot, the numbers will rise quick in a hurry. And to me, he's the most talented hitter in the game. Obviously, people will argue Shohei, but I just think overall, between contact and power and clutch, he's just got it all going, and it's going to start to show very soon. Behind him is Will Smith, who is also a phenomenal hitting catcher, batting .307 with 30 RBIs. I think one of the main reasons why this team hits so well is because, like I said, in a lot of cases, the pressure is off. When 1 through 9 in the order can produce at any time, one person getting out doesn't ruin anything. And when somebody is cold, somebody else is hot to make up for it. Then behind him is Teoscar Hernandez. To me, This was a move that almost made me throw my phone as a Guardians fan when I saw it happen. Another 300 hitter, an all-star type of player, they were able to throw a bunch of money at to bring over for the 2024 season, who to me is actually super underrated. I don't think his name is as big as it should be. He's batting .246 so far this season, but by the end of the year, it will probably be more towards .260 or .270. Then down the rest of the lineup, they've got guys like Gavin Lux, who has struggled so far this season, Jason Hayward, and Hernandez. These are all around average to above average players, and on a lot of teams, they could be the 5 or 6 hitter, but not on this team. They also have James Outman, but if I'm being completely honest, I don't think he's gonna pan out. Now to move on to the pitching, Tyler Glasnow is the ace and has been so dominant to start off the season with a 2.90 ERA with 81 strikeouts and a 6-2 record. It's nice to see him finally healthy and back to the dominant pitcher he used to be. The thing that Dodgers fans really care about right now is playoff success and winning a World Series. This is going to be over an 100-win team. They're going to be set up well in the postseason bracket, but if they choke again, they're going to stay a meme until they win. That's really all I have to say for this video. Thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe because your support truly does mean the world. Also, follow me on Instagram because I'm starting to post cool sports content on there every single day. And until next time, I will see you all later.